Hello everyone, this is ComCoddyL here, and I'm here to bring you a WarCraft 3 replay between Yumiko and JN. Now let's go back to Tho, who is currently the observer. If you don't know, these are the aliases of Yumiko and JN. Yumiko being the grey human player, as Claire, and JN as the blue human player, and Soap water. Now if you haven't watched, I've watched the series from Crota. He casted a replay between JN and Lucifer, and my god, was that a good series. You probably should look it up. I don't think I would put annotations, as I usually forget to. So anyway, sorry about the lack of uploading replay wise. I just, like I said, exams in my previous videos, but still I would try to upload for the few subscribers that I have. But enough of that, let's go back in this game once again. We do have the Archmage coming out for JN as well as Yumiko. It looks like identical builds for both human players, just that the barracks was completed much more earlier for Yumiko than it was for JN. So looks like it's still early, but still Yumiko is ahead in all aspects of the game. We can see even by scouting that Yumiko's footman has passed the halfway way before JN's. We do have the Archmage coming just out now. I think these Militia and Archmage should turn around to try and take down that footman, but no. Looks like we will be having a Water Elemental creeping. Same as Yumiko. But it looks like Yumiko is going to go for the more risky move. Taking the orange creep cam instead of green, picks himself up a Forest Troll Shadow Priest, and that Water Elemental will be taken care of. We have two militias getting damaged very low, but this Rock Golem will be taken down. Oh wow! Scourge Bone Chimes has been picked up for the first item for Yumiko. That is actually pretty damn loud. Sorry about that. And yes, I like to keep music on because it's basically a backup for when I am actually stumbling on what to say. That is actually a very good item for Yumiko's first, as it basically gives Vampiric Aura to your melee units. Melee units, as they attack, they will be able to regenerate their health by attacking by about 15% of their total damage. Now we do see the orange creep camp being creeped out by JN. JN is a bit more stronger, as he does have a level 2 Archmage creeping out this creep camp. We do have Boots of Quel'Thalas plus 6. Not as useful as the Bone Chimes, apparently. Circle of Nobility has been will be picked up by that Archmage. What was the Archmage? We had a Ring of Protection plus 2. Not a really good item. It looks like the items are very favoring Yumiko right now. As we shall see what people are going for. Arcane Tower is placed a bit behind. So it looks like any engagement on the base will go towards JN. It looks like JN was able to steal a Troll Berserker with that footman. That footman will be able to retreat, as footmen have same move speed. Wand of Illusion picked up by Yumiko's Archmage. Level 3 on the Archmage as well. JN's Archmage almost there. There we go. And a Sentry Ward was picked up. Finally a decent item for JN. Looks like JN's footman will be ensnared. And looks like, oh, what happened? Do not know. It looks like, oh, it looks like Yumiko is gonna go in for an attack. You can see that Scourge Boneshine's really helping out Yumiko's army. Archmage is taking damage. Both Archmage actually. Wand of Illusion was used on the Archmage 3 times. Water Elemental will be taken down. Plenty of experience for the Archmage. Looks like one footman will be taken down as these life-stealing footmen. Very, very powerful against ordinary footmen. So I really strongly believe that the lead is going towards Yumiko. JN nearly completed with tier 2. He is building an arcane vault. Even though Yumiko is a bit ahead in army-wise and hero-wise, JN is thinking of the long-term game. He will just be able to complete tier 2. I'm wondering if we might actually see a second hero, possibly a Mountain King. Mountain King would be perfect against that Archmage. I hear, yeah, there we go. A Sentry Ward was placed down to see if any attacks are coming. It looks like, wow, it looks like we have, I have no idea what we have. We have a level 2 Water Elemental for JN and a level 1. Level 1? No, we have level 2 for both. Never mind. Pandaren Brewmaster has been hired for the second hero. Also a very good choice, as his Breath of Fire will be able to spread around incredibly. It looks like we have 2 Shadow Priests for Yumiko, so Yumiko taking advantage of those mercenary camps. JN is going to continue on chasing. It looks like this Arcane Vault will be being repaired. Was there any items bought? No, no items were bought. JN did use one of the Sentry Wards. Don't know where. JN is going to send out a Water Elemental. And we see a Pandaren Brewmaster for Yumiko as well. Yumiko is going to start building an Arcane Sanctum. While JN is getting his second. So JN is thinking of the long-term game. So he will have those sorceresses and priests, possibly spellbreakers, much more quicker than Yumiko. Looks like, oh, a footman will be taken down. I guess that was inattentives or something like that. Looks like, oh, this Archmage is a bit in danger. Taking 2 fireballs from healers, that is pretty disgraceful, I guess. What are we training? We are training priests and priest training. So, interesting strategy. I honestly, personally, do not favor the sorcerers and priest strategy, as all they rely on is abilities, and if you get a good dispel or detonation, they can't actually do anything. Ring of Protection +2 has been dropped. Again, not a very useful item. We do have healing wards though, but still, I believe 15% lifesteal is, yeah, 15% lifesteal is much more better than just a healing ward. Oh, level 2 Pandaren Brewmaster, almost level 3 Pandaren Brewmaster for JN. Oh, it looks like we might actually have a fast expand. If it's under 10 minutes, it's considered a fast expand. Those Shadow Priests really has a really long range. Defend on those footmen. Footmen will receive reduced piercing damage, but it looks like Drunken Haze into Breath of Flame, taking down those footmen with damage over time. It looks like Healing Ward has been placed down, managing to keep this army alive along with priests. Is Yumiko actually training up anyone? Yes, he is training up his first 2 priests. not looking for an expand. So it looks like JN, like I said before thinking of the late game. We do not see any sorceresses just yet, as he is currently supply blocked. He wants to remain under 50 supply so he doesn't lose any gold through upkeep. And he does have Spellbreakers. Spellbreakers, not sure how effective they are against this kind of army composition. Although there is a water elemental, so I guess controlling a level 2, almost level 3 water elemental is crucial. Especially since, actually no, never mind. It looks like Yumiko is gonna go for the same strategy. We might either have a push or an attack on this Ogre Lord camp. It looks like we are gonna have a push in this expansion. Towers, not in a good position, as this army can actually just attack without being challenged, except for the main army, of course. Looks like we do have militias. Most possibly and definitely a tower rush. Drunken Haze to a Breath of Fire from the stealth Panorama Brewmaster. Man, actually help. No, just gonna be Breath of Fire. Looks like this Panorama Brewmaster will be surrounded. He does have Staff of Teleportation. What is he gonna do? He will survive. Possibly place down a healing ward. There we go. Oh, it looks like the Yumiko's army is gonna go for that healing ward. Healing ward will be taken down immediately. Guard Tower and Arcane Tower dealing feedback damage and normal piercing damage to these footmen. Footmen are not in defend. Now they are. I don't know who went down, a priest for JN, a footman for JN. It looks like this might actually favor Yumiko. He should, actually no, he can't call to arms just quite yet. And it looks like we do have 2 water elementals for Yumiko, but that's just feeding experience for JN. Troll Berserker is very low. Looks like Breath of Fire was able to take down both Troll Berserkers. A Spellbreaker is going to be left behind. Militia was pulled out from the main base. Oh, Breath of Fire onto the peasant line. And it looks like both armies have suffered very, very heavy losses. Let's see, oh, what is the supply? 54 over 60 to 51 over 60. So currently the supply lead is towards JN. Feedback damage on this water elemental is going to deal quite a bit of damage, giving yet another set of experience for JN. JN's Archmage is just behind in Yumiko's. Looks like we will have another Breath of Fire. This Shadow Priest is dangerously low. We do have Spell Stealers, Spell Breakers. Oh, we do have towers being sped built. Breath of Flames into Drunken Haze into Breath of Flame will actually be very effective against this tower, but oh, Dispel, I'm not sure what was dispelled. It looks like we have an Ogre Moil being hired from JN. JN desperately wants this expansion to live. We do have focus firing on these footmen and then Spellbreakers. It looks like this Arcane Tower will be finished. Spellbreakers continuously being healed. This Panorama Brewmaster is dangerously low, but he does have a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. He will be activating that. But Spellbreakers will be taken down level 4 on this Panorama Brewmaster, just ahead of Yumiko's. We do have summoned unit control on these water elementals. Oh, beautiful, beautiful Breath of Flame. Taking down that Arcane Tower while it was being built or upgraded. Oh, Spellbreakers, everything has been focused on that Ogre Mauler. And it looks like Yumiko's Archmage will go to level 5 and possibly, actually most definitely, level 3 water elementals. Looks like this town hall will be taking a beating, but it looks like, oh, feedback damage and Dispel was able to take care of that water elemental. And it looks like, I believe JN's just waiting for this water elemental to be controlled. We do hear the repetitive spells being used. I actually have no idea what the spell is. Oh, it looks like we do have... Actually, man, this is a very, very long battle. Panorama Brewmaster is out of mana, but so is this one. Brilliance Aura is doing a good job keeping this Panorama Brewmaster energized. If only either Archmage has trained up Blizzard. Actually, never mind, that's a terrible idea, as there are an excess amount of Spellbreakers, and Spellbreakers are immune to harmful spells. It looks like JN will be able to push this back with Spellbreakers and Priests. Reinforcements for Yumiko is coming one by one. It looks like JN's army is dwindling, but the numbers are still high. This Panorama Brewmaster is very low, as well as many of the Spellbreakers for JN. This Spellbreaker will be taken down. No! Oh wow, surviving with 3 hit points. And finally, Scroll of Town Portal. Yumiko is gonna get out of there after he achieved level 5 on that Archmage. What a battle. Okay, it looks like we will have this creeping of this Ogre Lord, and it looks like he will not be luring this Ogre Lord out. That Archmage is taking a very, very heavy beating. Shockwave used, but those Spellbreakers are immune. It looks like, oh, flank from Yumiko. Yumiko does not actually see this, or he will just forego. Oh, Cloak of Immolation, the most perfect item to deal with this Spellbreaker and Priest army. Looks like Scroll of Town Portal was used, and that Panorama Brewmaster is gonna make its way into those lines. I'm not sure if no, Cloak of Immolation does not do anything in those Spellbreakers. Staff of Teleportation will be used to save that Panorama Brewmaster. I believe he should buy a potion of invulnerability so he can survive with a surround and still deal plenty of damage around him. Looks like, sorry about the hit point bars, sorry guys, but still it shows you the hit points. That's what it's there for. And it looks like, I have no idea what it looks like. It looks like level 5 on both Archmages. Oh man, spell steals coming in for both players. Oh, Panorama Brewmaster does have what is it called? Inner Fire, increased damage and I believe armor? No, yeah, increased armor and damage. Water Elemental will be summoned once again. This is a level 3. We have 2 level 3 Water Elementals for Yumiko. If those Water Elementals will be taken down, that is a lot of experience for JN. Now, this Panorama Brewmaster not actually using his Cloak of Flames as efficient as I would have imagined. Level 5 on that Panorama Brewmaster, much more ahead than this Panorama Brewmaster. Looks like Peasants will be taken down as well. They're just fodder. I must say, they're actually fodder. Not only fodder, but feeders to experience. Experience-wise, looks like JN's Archmage finally overtook Yumiko's Archmage in experience. What is going to happen? I believe a tech switch will be much more cost efficient. Possibly Griffin Riders, maybe. No, Griffin Riders have magic damage. Rifleman would be very good against this kind of army. Even though they do piercing damage, they have very long range, and they deal quite a lot, even despite the damage reduction from the armor type. Plus, of course, priests and sorceresses have unarmored. Oh, I know a perfect counter to this army mix would be artillery. So mortar teams would be perfect against this sorceress spellbreaker priest heavy army. But I guess the heat of the moment prevents them from actually thinking straight. Although I guess beating rock with rock is as efficient as it can be. Panda's exchanging Breath of Fire. It looks like Yumiko has tapped out and GG's and leaves the game. JN takes game 1 of this match. Pretty much, I guess, defender's advantage. So yeah, I guess that's it. That was a very long fight. So thank you guys for watching. I'll be going to game 2 now, so see you guys then.